Right. Kavidi, are you finished writing?
Yes, teacher.
Right, then let's mark. You are not raising your hand. Pasindu, are you finished writing?
Yes, miss.
Okay. So when you finish writing, you have to raise your hand, no? Okay, trace. P-R-A-C-E. Impact. Incident. Troop. No, military. Military. Troop. Aid. Precaution. Mechanism. Dispose. Policy. Land. I think you all have very good marks today because all the words we can write from sounds. Very simple. Right, let's check marks. Pasindu?
9.
Okay. Because you did not have the words. I think when I send you the words to your group, quickly write all the words in your writing book. Don't just keep the dictation on the phone. Right? You should write all the words in the writing book, then mark the dictation and practice. What happens if you delete your message? You do not have any words to practice. Then you have to go here and there asking dictation. Right? So when you just receive the message about dictation, copyright all the words in your writing book. Just like in the class, we write all the words in the writing book. Sandali is not there, I think. Sandali, are you in the class? Okay, so let's mark number 11. From 11, tag questions. Right, it's only very simple order. We have tag SVO and the question mark. So what you should remember is, for the each tense, what is the tag and what is the verb. Then order එක මතක තියාගන්න දෙයක් නැහැ. It's very simple, tag and SVO. අපි මෙතෙන්දි මතක තියාගන්න ඕනේ tense එකෙන් tense එක tag එක මොකද්ද? ඒ tag එකට අනුව verb එක තියන්නේ කොහොමද? Like example, if we take the past tense, the tag is did. Did එකත් එක්ක යන්න ඕනේ original verb එක. If we take the present perfect tense, the tag is have has and the verb is past participle, right? That's all. It's a very simple thing. So you can put right marks 11. Yes. The children have been watching TV. So have children been watching TV since morning. Present perfect continuous tense එකේදී තමයි මේ for since කියන වචන දෙක එන්නේ. Present perfect continuous tense. Present perfect continuous එක කියන්නේ අපි past එකේ පටන් අරගෙන present එකටත් ඇවිල්ලා future එකටත් කරන දේවල්. This is the present. तर පටන් ගත්තේ past එකේ present tense එකෙත් කරමින් future tense එකටත් යන දේවල්. It's just like our study in English. We started English learning in grade 3 in the government syllabus. We had the pupils book in grade 3. That is our first pupils book. Maybe before that, when you were in the nursery, in the preschool, you may have learned ABC, right? The basic things, but the formal education for English starts from grade 3 class. So we can say we have been learning English since grade 3. Since can starting point පටන් ගන්න තැන. So this one since morning, උදේ ඉඳලා, උදේ සිට. Another word for. For is time period. කොච්චර කාලයක්. Since means starting point. සාමාන්‍යයෙන් for since කියන දෙක අපි present perfect continuous tense එකේදී නිතරම පාවිච්චි කරනවා. මොකද පටන් ගත්ත තැන වැදගත්. පටන් ගත්ත වර්ෂය හෝ කොච්චර කාලයක් කරනවද කියන එක වැදගත් present perfect continuous tense එකේදී. We have been learning English since grade 3. तर පටන් ගත්තේ grade 3 වල. We have been learning English for 8 years. For 8 years. වසර 8ක් තිස්සේ. Right? So 4 is time period since starting point. That is the present perfect continuous tense. Right. The question form is very simple. It is have, has. Sri Lanka has been exporting. Yes. Has Sri Lanka been exporting spices since ancient times? Number 13. What's the problem? Or number 12, I did not do. This is 13 actually. So here number 12. The man has been. Has the man? Has the man been digging? Been digging the ditch. Ditch means කානුව. අගල. කානුවට drain කියලාත් කියනවා, right? So ditch කියන්නේ අගල. For 1 hour. He had been driving. Past perfect continuous tense. He had been driving. Had he been driving? Had he been driving for 40 minutes? So if we draw the timeline for past perfect continuous tense, right? He had he been driving for 40 minutes? If we draw the timeline for this, now the time is 7 o'clock. So this can be happen 6:30. So he started driving 5:50. Like this. So it happened, started happening in the past. Started happening in the past. And continued for some time in the past. Right? So before the present, it had ended. Before the present, වර්තමානයට කලින් මේක ඉවර වෙලා තියෙන්න ඕන. එයා විනාඩි 40ක් තිස්සේ driving කරමින් ඉඳලා තිබුණා. driving කළා නෙමෙයි. විනාඩි 40ක් driving කළා නෙමෙයි. විනාඩි 40ක් driving කරමින් ඉඳලා තිබුණා had. Right? So the action started in the past, it had continued in the past, and it stopped, it finished in the past. Right? So that is past perfect continuous tense. Right. Question number 15. Can you participate any of the events? Can, right. Number 15, can I or can we? Remember, in the question form, we have to change only in the question form. පොඩි පන්තිවලින් අපි note එකක් දාගන්නවා question form එකේදී විතරයි. I, we දෙක you ට change වෙනවා. So this is double side arrow. Double side. It means you can change either side. ඕන පැත්තකට ගේන්න පුළුවන්. IV දෙක U කළා වගේම U එක IV වෙන්න පුළුවන්. Another one, object, me, us, you. My, our, your. Right? So this is happening only in the question form. Can we apply? No, sorry. Can we participate any of the events? (16) Must all the parents, must, යුතුද? Must all the parents attend to the meeting? I am erasing the board one by one. If you are not finished, please speak up. I am sorry. Must all the parents attend to the meeting? (17) Should the worker clean the compound? Should and the original verb. Should the worker clean the compound? Compound means the garden. Should the worker clean the compound? Compound means garden. Don't forget the question mark. 18. May I write any of these topics? May I write mama liyannada? May I write any of these topics? මේ මාතෘකාවලින් ඕනෑම එකක් ගැන. Any means ඕනෑම. කවුද කියන එක වැදගත් නෑ. Anyone. ඕන කෙනෙක්. Any day. ඕන දවසක. Any ඕනෑම. Some සමහර. Someone කිව්වොතින් එතන importance එකක් තියෙනවා. කවුද කරන්න ඕන කියන එක. Anyone කිව්වොත් ඕන කෙනෙක්. Right? Someone means කවුරුන් හෝ. Number 19. She doesn't speak French. So we can ask the question, doesn't she speak French? Doesn't she කතා කරන්නේ නැද්ද එයා French? Doesn't she speak French? Negative question. Doesn't she speak French? $20. Don't people gather in the park? එකතු වෙන්නේ නැද්ද park එකේ? Sorry. Don't people gather in the park? Number 21. Didn't the library? Not the. Didn't the library allow you to borrow books? $22. Won't they leave early? ඒගොල්ලෝ වේලස්සනේ යන එකක් නැද්ද? Right. So 22. Won't they leave early? $23. Hasn't the company? Present perfect negative. Hasn't the company? Hasn't the company completed the project yet? Yet means tavama. Yet. Tavama. Tama ඉවර කරලා නැද්ද වැඩි? Yet. 24. Aren't you allowed? Aren't. You can write the long form or short form, but take the negative. Aren't I or aren't we? Aren't we allowed? Aren't we allowed to use electronic devices? Use electronic devices. Upakarana. In your O-level exam, you are not allowed to use electronic devices, but in A-level accounts and IT, I think now you can use the electronic devices, but only calculator, right? 25. Aren't we allowed to use electronic devices? It is actually a passive question, right? Am, is, are past participle. Passive question. 25. We were not welcomed warm. Another passive. So, weren't you? We eka you වෙනවා. Weren't you welcomed warmly? Weren't you welcomed warmly? (26) Wasn't Sahan qualified for the post? Wasn't Sahan qualified for the post? (27) Were animals poached by the villagers? Were animals POACH. Poach means Niti Virodhi Satun Dadayama. Niti Virodhi Satun Dadayama. Were animals poached by the villagers? (28) Poach means Niti Virodhi Satun Dadayama. Won't you be charged extra for this? Won't I be charged? Ayakaranama. Be charged. Ayakaranama. Extra. Vadipura. For this මේකට මේ සඳහා for this මේකට මගෙන් වැඩිපුර charge කරන එකක් නැද්ද? It's future tense, right? For this මේකට මගෙන් වැඩිපුර extra charge කරන එකක් නැද්ද? 29 about future. Must parents be informed on the situation? Must parents be informed on the situation? Situation එක ගැන parents ලා දැනුවත් විය යුතුද? Right? On the situation. 30. Must rainforests be protected by law? Question mark. Right. So we have marked tag questions 1 to 30. Can you all turn on the camera and show me your WH questions? Do you want me to repeat the question? Can you all turn on your camera and show me your WH questions? No one understood my question. Niketa, what did I ask you to do now?
WH questions ටික පෙන්වන්න.
So are you showing them? It's not that IQNA. It's for many days. Before the, last week we marked tag questions from 11 to 30. Then I told you we have to complete that tute. Then you will have the new tute set also. So by now you all have completed this set. Right, anyway, I am not going to waste time. None of you are turning on the video cameras and going to show me WH questions. That means none of you have done WH questions. Maybe if you don't understand my question, maybe if you did not do WH questions, maybe you just don't care. Oneka, right? In that attitude. Okay, whatever. I am not going to talk about that anymore. Next week, we will mark WH questions and I write it again here, mark WH homework. Right, so next week we will mark WH questions. Right, let's quickly take the pupils book. Page number. And another thing I want to tell you, I am having a record, a chart. It's something like this. Because you are doing your O-level and I have to work hard also. Right? You are doing your O-level, so I have to work hard. So I am having this chart, 2021 O-level batch. Test. So this is not for you. It is my chart. I keep it myself. And maybe this year, September, October, I will call a parents meeting and talk about that. So this is Pasindu. And this is Sandali. And this is Kavisha. And this is, and this is, and this is. I don't have a lot of students in my class, so it's just a small chart. So first one, practice paper 1. Yes, 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 yes. Next one, simple grammar paper 1. Yes, 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 yes. Then we have the essay, protecting the environment. Yes, 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 yes. Then we have the essay translation. Let's protect our school. Yes, yes, yes. So if you have no, 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 then we have to do something. Right? So all your writing work, every homework I give you, practice papers, I am not counting your grade 10 book to this chart. Other than all the O-level work, all the grade 11 work, I will enter here one by one. So I have only very few students. then I can mark everything. So please remember that I have this. Whatever you send me and whatever you don't send me, everything will be recorded. Right? Okay. So next week, that means next week we will finish the first tute set. There was some simple grammar papers. There was the prototype paper. I think you have already forgotten about the prototype paper. But when you are coming to take the new set, you can actually send the old set. But if you have not finished yet, it's okay. I told you, you can take 2 weeks time in the normal class if we have the class here. But if you are not having the class, maybe you are coming to the class to take homework only 1 month once. So if you come to the class during this week and you do not send the first set, then you have 1 month to take your paper, complete your paper. Right? What I said? Then normal class එකේදී මම සති දෙකක් ඔයාලට time දෙනවා එක tute එකක් complete කරන්න. Then online class එකේදී ඔයා මාසෙකට එක දවසයි homework ගන්න එන්නේ. එතකොට මේ මාසේ ඔයාගේ homework එක එව්වේ නැහැ කියන්නේ තව මාසයක් තියෙනවා ඔයාට homework papers ටික complete කරන්න. Right? දැන් ඔයා complete කරන්නේ homework paper set එකක්. නමුත් class එකේදී it's only one paper. 1 week, one paper. Right? So remember, I am recording all the things, including every small essay. 40 words, paragraph, podi essay, translation, everything I give you, I am going to enter here, right? So that we know how much we work. Then we know what is our grade, right? Or 50% වගේ වැඩ කරලා තියෙනවා නම් ඔයාට 100 එකක් එයි. ඔයා 70% 80% වගේ වැඩ කරලා තියෙනවා නම් ඔයාට B එකක් එයි. ඔයා 85-90% වගේ වැඩ කරලා තියෙනවා නම් අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම ඔයාට A එකක් එයි. So before you are writing your exam, from this chart you can see what is your grade going to be, right? Good. So you must be serious about your exam, just like me. I am very serious about your exam. So same as you all must be very serious. And remember, there is another homework, full scap paper, prefix and sans suffixes, right? Okay, so all these are included here. Right. Yes, today we have to discuss, I think. Today we have to discuss page number 10 chart. Someone please tell me, did we put right marks on that chart? Pupils book page number 10. Did we mark it? Did we mark the activity in the page number 10? No, right. So let's mark that first. I like you all to be active more than this. When I ask the question, you just can say yes or no. Yes, teacher, no, teacher. Why are you all keeping silent? Just like I'm not asking a question from you, from another one. Children, I am asking questions from you. It's not from someone in this class. In front of my class is empty. I am asking you. Those you are at home. Right? So quickly answered. When you are in the class, you all are very talkative. We all are very friendly. But it's like, now it's like you all don't know me. And I don't know you. No questions, no answers, no difficult things. On and off, very rarely someone is asking and texting. Also not speaking anything. And today I didn't see anyone write in dictation. All the cameras are off. I don't know. In the class, I remember we all were very friendly. One group. But now no. No questions, no answers, nothing. Right. So let's go to activity book donation. You cannot say it's a celebrating of the birthday. The actual activity is book donation. By whom? By Farah. Who helped her parents? I remember I wrote all these words on the board. Her parents. But Kavisha said no. Why it was done to celebrate her birthday? To celebrate her birthday. How she felt happy. You can put right marks in red pen. Activity 11. Imagine that one of your friends is interested in donating books to a library. Write the instructions you would give him or her to complete the work successfully. Activity 11. First, you should visit the library. Then, right. So go to your writing book. Let's refer the letter. Let's refer her letter and find what are the steps one by one. Activity 11. Write the example. First, you should visit the library. Then, Pratashi, what will you do next? I mean, then.
Then you ask the librarian
Then you ask the librarian. What are you going to ask her?
what are the books and didn't have the library.
Yes, very good. Thank you. Then you ask the librarian. What books the library do not have? What books? The joining word is what? Relative pronouns, right? Relative pronouns like what, when, which. WH වලින් අපි වාක්‍ය join කරනවා. So after the WH tag, we just follow SVO. WH එකෙන් පස්සේ අපි SVO follow කරගෙන යන්නේ, right? So what books the library, does not have. Library singular, does not have. Then you ask the librarian what books the library does not have. Right, Kavisha, what will you do after that or next?
After that, you should List out the books.
Okay, after that you should list out the books. Tilan, what will you do next?
Next, you should buy the book.
Yes, next you should buy the books. Next you should buy the books. Pasindu, now what can you do?
You should read the books.
Oh no, we are not going to read these books. අපි මේ ටික ලයිබ්‍රරි එකට දෙන්න යන්නේ කියවලා දෙන්න යන්න එපා පොත් අරගෙන ඔයා ගෙදර කියවලා බලලා no.
You should donate the librarian.
You should donate the books to the library. Right, good. Finally, you should donate the books to the library. Right. Activity 12, we have a translation. So don't worry about that. Activity 12. Write a letter to one of your friends describing a good deed. Honda kriyawa, good deed you have done. Include the following about your good deed, what and where it was done, who helped you, how you felt on that day, right? So don't worry about that. We have a translation about visiting an elder's home. So let's go to activity 13, grammar. Take your grammar books. Right. So before that, listen carefully. Grammar, tenses. Pay attention to the following sentences taken from the Farah's letter. They are all in different forms of the past tense. So past tense එක ගත්තොත් අපිට කතා කරන්න පුළුවන් simple past. සරල අතීත කාලය. Past continuous tense. අතීතයේ සිදු වෙමින් පැවති දේ. Past perfect. අතීතයේ වෙලා තිබුණු දේ. Past perfect continuous tense. අතීතයේ සිදු වෙමින් පැවති දේ. Right? Okay, let's check the examples. On my last birthday, I donated some books to the local library. I donated. මේ කියන්නේ මම පරිත්‍යාග කළා දුන්නා එතනින් ඒ වැඩේ ඉවරයි. Right? ආපහු ඒක මතක තියාගෙන වර්තමානයට සම්බන්ධයක් තියාගන්න. I donated, that's all. So that is simple past tense. සරල වර්තමාන කාලය කියන්නේ අපි කළා ඉවරයි ඒ වැඩේ. I was waiting for a letter from you. I was waiting. මම මග බලාගෙන හිටියා. මේ කියන්නේ විනාඩි 10ක් 20ක් යම් කිසි කාලයක් තුල උනා මේ දේ. From you when the postman delivered. Right? So this one, the first action පළවෙනි සිදුවීම continuous tense එකට යනවා. දෙවෙනි සිදුවීම simple past එකට යනවා. postman ගෙනල්ලා දුන්නා. postman ගෙනල්ලා දුන්නා ඒ වැඩේ එතනින් ඉවරයි. නමුත් postman ගෙනල්ලා දෙනකොට ඔයා එතන ටිකක් වෙලා බලාගෙන ඉඳලා තියනවා. දැන් ඒ කියලා ටිකක් වෙලා බලාගෙන සිටියා. Right? So that is past continuous and simple past tense. Simple past action එක උනා. ඒ වෙද්දී යම් කාල සීමාවක් තුල තව action එකක් සිදු වෙමින් තිබුණා. Third one, my father had visited the library a week before. He organized this work for me. So this one, past perfect and simple past tense. This one here, first action goes to past perfect. Second action goes to simple past tense. What is the meaning? Make organize කරන්න කලින් ඉස්සෙල්ලම පළවෙනි සිදුවීම තාත්තා visit කරලා තිබුණා. Visit කරලා තිබුණා. Right? So the first action past perfect, second action simple past tense. මේ කියන්නේ organize කළා. ඊට කලින් බලන්න ගිහින් තිබුණා. අර continuous tense එකේදී වගේ බලන්න යමින් සිටියා නෙමෙයි. බලන්න ගිහින් තිබුණා. Number 4. He had been waiting for a long time to get those books for the library. Then librarian ගොඩක් කාලයක් බලාගෙන ඉඳලා තිබුණා. බලාගෙන හිටියා නෙමෙයි. බලාගෙන ඉඳලා තිබුණා. දැන් බලාගෙන ඉන්නවද? No. present එකට සම්බන්ධයක් නැහැ. දැන් බලාගෙන ඉන්නේ දැන් librarian පොත් ටික හම්බුණා. නමුත් අතීතයේ යම් කාල සීමාවක් තුල ඉඳලා යම් කාල සීමාවක් තිස්සේ මෙයා බලාගෙන ඉඳලා තිබුණා. Right? So he had been waiting for a long time to get those books for the library. Right. So revision. This is our lesson. Simple past. Past tense. Simple past tense is usually expressed a single action, tani siduveema, at a particular point of time in the past. Yam kisi, particular means vishesha. Yam kisi kalaya. Simple past tense ekata eka time ekai tiyena. I got up at 6 o'clock. So hayata mama nagitta. Hayai e tapparete e wede iwara. I went home. Man gedara giya. Yamin India no. Man gedara giya. A particular time, එක මොහොතයි simple past එකට තියෙන්නේ. Right? Example, on my last birthday, I donated some books. The past continuous tense is usually used to express an action still going on. Going on කියන්නේ දිගටම යමින් තියෙනවා. වෙනවා. සිදු වෙමින් තියෙනවා. On at a point of time in the past. අතීතයේ යම් වෙලාවක් වෙනකොට යම් වැඩක් සිදු වෙමින් තිබුණා. I was waiting for a letter from you when the postman delivered it. The past perfect tense is usually used whenever we wish to say that some past action had been completed. එක වැඩක් ඉවර වෙලා තිබුණා. Before another action started. Anit action එක පටන් ගන්න කලින්. So that you can see there are two actions. එක වැඩක් වෙලා තිබුණා. අනිත් වැඩේ පටන් ගන්න කලින්. එතකොට අනිත් වැඩේ යනවා simple past tense එකට. ඊට කලින් උන වැඩේ යනවා අපි past perfect එකට. ඒක වෙලා තිබුණා. Past perfect continuous tense is used to describe an action that began in the past, අතීතයේ පටන් ගත්තා, and went on for some time, ටික කාලයක් වෙමින් තිබුණා, began in the past, went on for some time, ටික කාලයක් සිදු වෙමින් තිබුණා. Right, and එතනටම add කරන්න ඕනේ and finished in the past. අතීතයේදීම ඒ දේ අවසానත් වුණා කියන එක, right? An action began in the past and went on for some time in the past, දැන් මේක වර්තමානයේටයි ෆියුචර් එකටයි ආවොත් present perfect continuous එක වෙනවා. ඒ නිසා මතක තියාගන්න past perfect continuous එක අතීතයේ පටන් අරගෙන ටික කාලයක් වෙමින් තිබිලා අතීතයේම stop වෙන්නත් ඕන. Okay. So do you have any questions? Right, if you have any questions, you can ask me. Let's go to the grammar book and write the theories. Take your grammar book and write the theory. Right, you can use color pens. Then go to activity 13 in the grammar book. All the theories, I think you remember all the theories. What is the most important thing is where to use them. මොන වගේ අවස්ථාවක මේව පාවිච්චි කරනවාද කියන එක තමයි ඔයා පැහැදිලිව වෙනස දැනගන්න ඕනේ. right? මේ theories ටික ඔයාලට අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම පාඩම් ඇති. simple past tense, verb bd, had and the past participle, all these things you know. So if you are not clear about the situation, you can ask me and go to activity 13. Grammar book. I think we have no difficult words there. Right. Yes. Before you go to the activity, carefully read the question. Fill in the blanks with the correct form of the verb given within brackets. You need to revise all 3 tenses to complete this activity. So that means not only the past tense, all 3 tenses. What are the 3 tenses we have? Past tense, present tense and future tense. So actually the lesson is about only the past tense, but the activity is from everything. So there can be simple present, present continuous, present perfect and present perfect continuous. Also the future tense. Right? So everything is there. It's not about past tense. Right. Let's see your answers and check if you want to revise all the other tenses. ඔයාගේ උත්තර ටික බලලා අපි බලමු අනිත් tenses ටිකක් කතා කරන්න ඕනේද මේ ගමන්ට කියලා, right? So remember, all the tenses are there, not only the past tense. All the tenses are there. Perfect and present perfect continuous. So future tense also the same. But we have some helping words here. Right? We have some helping words. We just have to find out. We just have to identify. අඳුර ගන්නයි තියෙන්නේ helping word එක මොකක්ද කියලා. Number 1. Ravindran is a clerk. He in a bank. So Ravindran is a clerk. What is his job? Clerk. එයා වැඩ කරනවා බැංකුවක. That means a normal thing. සාමාන්‍ය දෙයක්. ඒක එයාගේ පුරුද්ද. එයා බැංකුවක වැඩ කරනවා. So සාමාන්‍ය සිදුවීම් පුරුදු අපි දානවා simple present tense එකට. Right? Number 1, works. අපි ජීවත් වෙනවා, අපි ඉගෙන ගන්නවා, අපි වැඩ කරනවා, මේ වගේ සාමාන්‍යයෙන් අපි කරන දේවල් ගැන simple present tense එකට දානවා. Right? So singular verb is. Ravindran works in a bank. You can't meet the teacher now. The helping word is now. Now means දැන් මේ වෙලාවේ ඔයාට teacher ව meet වෙන්න බෑ. She conducting a lesson now. So it's present continuous tense. She is conducting. So these days this is happening very often. When the teacher is conducting a lesson, a lot of people come to meet her, right? So it is disturbing. The teacher cannot go there. So now me mohotte. Mr. Bandara, his car last week. It's about last week, the past tense. එයා විකිනුවා. ආයි මේ සතියට ඒ ගැන සම්බන්ධයක් නැහැ. So it's simple past tense. Right? Number 4. Suvimali, the classroom. By the time the teacher started the lesson. Teacher started the lesson. Teacher class එක පටන් ගත්තා. Past action. නමුත් ඊට කලින් සුවිමාලි class එක අතු ගාලා තියෙන්න ඕනේ. class එක පටන් ගත්තට පස්සෙවත් ඒ අතරේදිවත් කරන්න පුළුවන් දෙයක් නෙමෙයි. class එක පටන් ගත්තා. Past tense. ඒ අතරේදී මේක කරන්න බෑ. ඊට පෙර අතු ගාලා තියෙන්න ඕනේ. So අතීතයට පෙර සිදු වුණු වැඩක් we go to past perfect. Had swept අතු ගාලා තිබුණා. Right? Had swept අතු ගාලා තිබුණා. Number 5. I you the storybook if you promise to return it before Friday. If so it is a conditional sentence. If එකෙන් හදන වාක්‍ය වලට අපි කියනවා conditional. condition එක කොන්දේසියක් තියෙනවා. We have three types of if type 1, if type 2, if type 3. This is if type 1. If එකත් එක්ක present tense එක. If you promise. You කියන්නේ plural subject එකක්. Plural subject එකක් එක්ක original verb එක තියෙන්නේ simple present tense. එතකොට if එකත් එක්ක simple present tense එක යනවා නම් අනිත් පැත්තට යන්න ඕනේ future tense එක. So I will lend you. එතන future tense එක අපිට ක්‍රම තුනකට කියන්න පුළුවන්. I shall. මම දෙන්නම්. shall කියන්නේ කරන්නම්. I shall lend you. Or I can lend you. Lend means ණයට දෙනවා. I shall lend you the book if you promise to return it. මම ඔයාට පොත දෙන්නම්. I will lend. මම ඔයාට පොත දෙවි. I can lend. මට ඔයාට පොත දෙන්න පුළුවන්. So all the three answers are correct. If you promise to return it before Sunday, it is conditional sentences. 6. By the time we reached Kandy. Reached. අපි නුවරට ළඟා වුණා. It's past tense. Father non-stop for nearly 2 hours. දැන් අපි නුවරට ළඟා වෙනකොට තාත්තා driving කළා නෙමෙයි. ගෙදරින් පටන් අරගෙන driving කරමින් ගිහිල්ලා තිබුණා. නමුත් අපි නුවර යන මොහොත වෙනකොට මේ වැඩේ ඉවරයි. තාම drivingද? No. අපි නුවරත් ගිහිල්ලා ඉවරයි. තාත්තා driving කරලත් ඉවරයි. නමුත් එක මොහොතට සිදු වුණා නෙමෙයි. පැය දෙකක් තිස්සේ driving කරමින් තිබුණා. Right? That one we go to past perfect continuous tense. So father had been driving. Father had been driving. එතන ආඩ for කියන වචනයක් තියෙනවා. ඒක හරිම simple. For කියන එකෙන් අඳුර ගන්නත් පුළුවන් මේක perfect continuous tense එකක් කියලා. For since කියන වචන දෙකෙන් අපි අඳුර ගන්නවා perfect continuous tense. Nisali her homework. She can play with her brother now. Right, what is the story here? Nisali වැඩ finish homework ඉවරයි. She can play with her brother now. දැන් වැඩ ඉවරයි. brother එක්ක play කරන්න පුළුවන් දැන්. මේ ස්ටෝරි එකට අනුව නිසලි මේ දැන් වැඩ ටික ඉවර කරලා තියෙනවා. ගොඩක් ඉස්සර නෙමෙයි. වැඩ ඉවර කරලා තියෙනවා. දැන් මේ දැන් තමයි එයා වැඩ ටික ඉවර කරේ. So මොහොතකට පෙර මේ වැඩේ ඉවර වුණා. නමුත් වර්තමානයට සම්බන්ධයක් තියෙනවා. දැන් වැඩ ටික ඉවර වුණ නිසා තමයි එයාට මල්ලිත් එක්ක ප්ලේ කරන්න පුළුවන්. right? So මොහොතකට පෙර සිද වුණු වර්තමානයට සම්බන්ධයක් තියෙන දේවල් අපි දානවා present perfect tense. So Nisali has finished. එයා වැඩ ඉවර කරලා තියෙන්නේ. දැන් මල්ලිත් එක්ක සෙල්ලම් කරන්න පුළුවන්. Has finished. Venura badminton with his sister every evening. Very simple. Every evening. හැමදාම හවස වෙන දෙයක්. We go to simple present tense. Number 9. You can't talk to my brother now. Now then brother ට talk කතා කරන්න බෑ ඔයාට. Then එයා නිදි. So now it is happening. He is sleeping. Then it rained since last night. ඊයේ 11 p.m. ඊයේ 11 ඉඳලා since last night වහිනෝ. I wonder මට හිතා ගන්න බෑ when it will stop. Will stop means future tense. Can you see that? Last night go to past tense. Right? It since last night. ඊයේ රෑ ඉඳලා වහිනවා. I wonder it will stop. Will stop කියන්නේ තාම නවතිලා නැහැ. නවතිවි. මට හිතා ගන්න බෑ මේකේ කොයි වෙලාවෙ නවතිවිද කියලා. When it will stop. So it started in the past and continue for the future. අතීතයේ පටන් අරගෙන future එකටත් continue වෙන දේවල් අපි දානවා present rain singular perfect continuous. Right. Do you have any other answers? වෙනස් උත්තර තියෙනවද ඔයාලට හිතෙනවද ඒක හරියටම හරි නැත්නම් ඒකත් හරියන්න පුළුවන් කියලා? මෙහෙම වෙන්න බැරිද ටීචර්? Right. Pasindu, how many marks for this activity? Pasindu? Yes, sorry. Before Pasindu?
8.
Okay, 8. Good. It was raining when the buried. Right. So, metana api was raining dhammana. Was raining kyane wahimin tibuna. Right? ඊයේ රෑ wahimin tibuna. Yes. ඊයේ රෑ විතරක් ස්ටෝරි එක නැත්තම් සෙන්ටෙන්ස් එක තිබුණා නම් ඊයේ රෑ ගැන විතරක් it was raining. ඊයේ රෑ වහිමින් තිබුණා. වැස්ස නෙමෙයි අපි කියන්නේ පැයක් දෙකක් තිස්සේ වහිමින් තිබුණා. Yes. But in your next sentence ඊළඟ sentence එකෙන් කියනවා I wonder it will stop. Will stop කියන්නේ තාම නැවතිලා නැහැ. Will stop future tense නවතිවි. Right? So past continuous cannot. අති ඊයේ රෑ ගැන විතරක් කතා කළා නම් ඔයාගේ sentence එක past continuous දාන්න තිබුණා. නමුත් දෙවනි කොටසෙන් කියනවා will stop කොයි වෙලේ නවතිවිද කියලා I wonder මට පුදුමයි මට හිතා ගන්න බෑ. right? ඉතින් අර දෙවනි වාක්‍යයේ helping word එකෙන් අපිට මේකට past continuous දාන්න බෑ. Good. Right. Sandali is not in the class. Kavisha. I am
8.
asking, sorry, not going to continue the lesson now. I mean the grammar lesson. I am not going to continue the grammar lesson now. Right? That means I am not going to talk about the present tense and the future tense now. Right? Since you all have good marks. Time to time in the practice papers, we can discuss about the grammar. Right? Right. Okay, so come to the pupils book. Page number 14, facing challenges. Activity 1. Look at the pictures. Work in pairs. What are the activities shown in these pictures? We have A, B, C, D, E, 5 pictures. Then activity 2, page number 15, challenge. Copy the following phrases into your writing book. Phrase එකක් කියන්නේ වාක්‍යකින් කොටසක්. ඒක තනියම ගත්තම කිසිම තේරුමක් නැහැ. right? Sentence එකක් කියන්නේ සම්පූර්ණ meaning එකක් තියෙන වචන කීපයක්. Phrase එකක් කියන්නේ කිසිම meaning එකක් නැති වචන කීපයක්. ඒ වචන වෙන වෙනම ගත්තම තේරුමක් තියෙනවා අනිවාර්යෙන්ම. නමුත් එකතුවක් විදියට ගත්තොත් කිසිම තේරුමක් නැගෙන අර්ධ තේරුමක්. තේරුමකින් භාගයයි. හරියටම පැහැදිලි කිරීමක් නැහැ. Phrase එකක් කියන්නේ ඒක. So match the phrases with the above pictures. Water rafting, fall with gravity, outdoor activity, team activity, adventurous, riding on waves, pole vaulting, natural or artificial waves, 3 major styles, parachuting, inflatable raft, challenging, need speed and flexibility, surfboard, popular, skydiving, rough water, white water, exciting, and aircraft, jump high up and land safely. So that is a big list of words. I am not going to do that first. I will do activity 3. I will explain the lesson, then go back to activity 1 and 2, right? Can you hear a sound of a three-wheeler? A disturbing sound? I think no. Okay, good. Right, so let's read. No, right. Thank you, Ravisha. Someone is very disturbing going here and they are in a three-wheeler. Don't know what are they doing. Right, Umesha, can you read the first paragraph?
Can teach. Water rafting is an adventurous outdoor team activity. It is done in white water of different degrees of raw water using an inflatable raft. This sport is challenging and considered to be dangerous if the necessary safety precautions are not followed. This has now become a popular sport. However, it is necessary to minimize the impact of this sport on nature. There should be a leave no trace privacy policy when engaging in rafting. The sportsman should learn to dispose of waste properly, leave what they find in the wilderness, respect wildlife, keep fires small, etc.
Thank you. Thank you, Umesha. Since we have less than 1 minute, I will end this meeting and connect you again. Just give me 1 second.
There is another popular action sport called skydiving. This is also known as
Parachuting.
parachuting. Skydiving is done by jumping out of an aircraft and feeling for as long as an safely can before opening the parachute. One, the sportsman jump out of the aircraft. They follow feeling freely with the iding gravity. Their real challenger is to slow down the fall and rest in Earth with the help of the parachute. This this sport is practiced even during the '80s Central, and it is said that in 1797 and Andra jumped for a host up blowing with the parachute. It was the first inside of really modern skydiving in the military. It is used as a backup safety mechanism for airmen. May modern militaries use skydiving for stroke development, wildfire fighting as parachute to research remote sectors so that they can be on the ground quickly. As present, uh, it is a well knowledge
Recreational.
recreational sport.
Right. Okay, maybe there is some connection problem, or maybe your reading is not good. There is something, some problem. Whatever, when I give you the dictation words, I am not writing the sound because I think you know how to sound these words. But when you speak, when you read the lesson, I feel that some words you do not know how to sound. Right, so listen carefully. I'm sorry if you have signal problems or connection problem. Let's see. There is another popular action sport. Action sport එක කියන්නේ ක්‍රියාදාම ක්‍රීඩා. Right? අතපය වෙහෙසලා වැඩ කරන ක්‍රීඩා. Action sport called skydiving. D-I-V-E, dive means කිමිදෙනවා. Swimming we go this way, dive we go downwards, right? So skydiving means ahase කිමිදෙනවා. This is also known as parachuting. Skydiving is done by jumping out of an aircraft. Aircraft means aeroplane. Jumping out, plane එකකින් පනිනවා. And falling වැටෙනවා. Falling for as long as one safely ආරක්ෂිතව can before opening the parachute. Before opening the parachute, just one shot පැනපු ගමන් parachute එක open කරන්න. Safely fall down පහළට වැටෙනවා before opening the parachute. So parachute එක open කළාට පස්සේ it is not skydiving. Before opening the parachute, parachute එක open කරන්න කලින් කාලේ තමයි skydiving කියන්නේ. So you have seen in videos or television at that time. Before opening the parachute, they can do lot of dancings, right? Okay. So once the sportsmen jump out of the aircraft, they fall freely with the aid of gravity. මෙයා jump කළාට පස්සේ fall freely. නිදහසේ වැටෙනවා gravity එකේ උදව්වෙන්. ගුරුත්වයේ උදව්වෙන්. The real challenge is to slow down the fall. මේ fall එක වැටීම slow කරගෙන අර පුළුවන් තරම් dance එහෙම නැත්නම් action දාන එක තමයි challenge එක. Right? නිකම්ම ඩොංගාලා වැටෙන එක නෙමෙයි. So, the real challenge is to slow down the fall and reach the earth with the help of the parachute. The next challenge is landing. Reach the earth. පෘථිවියට ළඟා වීම. This sport is practiced even during the 18th century. Century 18 වෙනි ශතවර්ෂයේත් මේක practice කරලා තියෙනවා. And it is said that it is said that in 1797 André Jacques Germain jumped from a hot air balloon. Hot air balloon එකකින්, right? වායු balloon එකකින් with a parachute. It was the first incident. Incident එක කියන්නේ සිදුවීම. පළවෙනි සිදුවීම of truly modern skydiving. ඊට කලින් අර පිහාටු හයි කරගෙන නැත්නම් කොලාතු හයි කරගෙන මිනිස්සු මේ වැඩේ කරන්නේ නැති. නමුත් truly modern skydiving. සැබෑම නවීන skydiving කිමිදීම කියන්නේ ඒක තමයි. What is that? The André Jacques Germain jump කළා, right? ඒ පිම්මට තමයි modern skydiving වල පළවෙනි incident එක කියලා කියන්නේ. In the military, යුද හමුදාවේදී in the military, it is used as a backup safety mechanism for airmen. Airmen ලා ගුවන් බටයන්ට backup safety mechanism එකක් backup plan එකක් backup mechanism එකක් කියන්නේ දෙවෙනි කොටස. ඒගොල්ලන්ට අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම පළවෙනි යාන්ත්‍රණයක් පළවෙනි පියවරක් තියෙනවා. ඒක කරගන්න බැරි වුණොත් backup mechanism එකක් දෙවෙනි යාන්ත්‍රණයේ විදියට දෙවෙනි මෙහෙයුම විදියට skydiving ඒගොල්ලෝ පාවිච්චි කරනවා. Many modern militaries use skydiving for troop deployment. Deployment means පළදායි ලෙස මෙහෙයවනවා. Next week dictation. පළදායි ලෙස මෙහෙයවනවා. So in the modern militaries, in the modern armies, a group of soldiers, a group of airmen go by a helicopter, then they jump. A group. Then another group in another place. Deployment. පළදායි විදිහට යොදාගන්න. මේ කියන්නේ යුද්ධයකදී අවශ්‍ය කොයි තැන් වලටද කියලා බලලා ඒගොල්ලෝ දානවා කියන එක, right? Wildfire fighters. Wildfire. ලැව්ගිනි නිවන සෙබළු. Wildfire fighters also parachute. ඒගොල්ලොත් parachute එකකින් පනිනවා to reach remote sites. Remote means දුරස්ත, දුර ඈත. Site එක කියන්නේ ප්‍රදේශය. දුර ඈත ප්‍රදේශවල සාමාන්‍යයෙන් ට්‍රක් එකකින් යන්න බැරි ප්‍රදේශවලට parachute කරනවා. Wilderness means very big forests, right? ඒ වගේ තැන් වලට no roads, no tracks. ඒතකොට ට්‍රක් එකකින් යන්න බෑ. ඒ නිසා ඒගොල්ලෝ parachute කරනවා. Wildfire fighters. Remote sites, dura at Kalava Athule, very big. It is not in Sri Lanka, right? Like in Australia, America, in very big countries. So that they can be on the ground quickly. Ikmanatama bimata patita venna. At present, it is a well-known recreational sport. Then make a godak me yodaganne recreational vinodatmaka kridawak vidiyata, right? So you can see in the picture. Before opening picture B, before opening the parachute, the three of them are making a kind of dance. Then make a පුළුවන් තරම් කරා වෙලාවක් පවත්වාගෙන යන එක තමයි ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ challenge එක කියන්නේ. parachute එක open කරගෙන එකපාරට land වෙන එක නෙමෙයි. right? Landing කියන්නේ අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම challenge එකක්. So these are two actually. Right. So Kavisha, can you read?
Yes, teacher. Surfing is done with the help of surfboard. This is an act of riding on a wave, especially a sea wave. This can be challenging when the waves become rough. There are three major styles of surfing. This is done in natural waves as well as in artificial waves. This support has developed into number of other types, including skateboarding, wakeboarding, skimboarding, and windsurfing, among others. Skateboarding is popular among teenagers. This is an action sport which enables riding and performing tricks on the skateboard.
Right. Right, I think the pictures are clear. Let's go to this. Surfing is done with the help of a surfboard. So all these are surfboards, right? I don't try to give you the Sinhala meaning. All these are surfboards. This is an act of riding on a wave. Wave means rala, tarang, rala. Riding on a wave. Riding on a wave. Rallak kuda kadagena yanek. Especially a sea wave. Visheshema muhudu rala. This can be challenging when the waves become rough. You know, sea waves, it's not the beach. They go quite far on the sea. So when the waves are rough, rala ralu enakoda mega challenge wenna puluwan. There are three major styles of surfing. Styles tunak tiyena. This is done in natural waves as well as in artificial waves. I think in Trincomalee, they are doing this sport in Arugambe, that side, and here Hikkadua, that side. You all have seen. So they do this surfing. So that is natural, and also there are large pools which makes artificial waves from motors, right? Artificial waves. Eva pool leka. Muhudu rala vidiyatama motors වලින් හදලා තියෙනවා, right? So that is artificial. This sport has developed into a number of other types. මේකම වර්ධනය කරලා වෙන ආකාර හදලා තියෙනවා, including skateboard. So this is skateboard. Most of the young boys like this, the skateboard. And skateboard. Wakeboarding. Wakeboarding means this one. Wakeboard. They go with the help of a boat. Right? You can see this is the wakeboard. Right? So you need a boat. That one. I think this one they do in Maduganga. Oh, one of the river in Sri Lanka, they do this. The tourists and local people also, right? Wakeboarding. Next one is skimboard. This is the skimboard where the most practiced, the most skilled people do. Skimboard, and this is the normal surfboard. So most of the people do this because there are two shoes where you can put your legs, I mean feet. But if you are practiced very well, if you are an expert, you can use this. No place to put your feet. You just stand on there and somewhat you try to keep your balance, right? So surfboard, this is the surfboard where you can insert your feet. In the skimboard, no. And windsurfing, also all these are windsurf. So these two are windsurfing methods, among others. Skateboarding, this one, is popular among teenagers, especially boys. This is an action sport which enables හැකියාව ලබා දෙනවා riding and performing tricks on the skateboard, right? Skateboard එකෙත් මේ surfing board වගේම ළමයි like turning, jumping, they show all the actions, right? All their skills they can show. This one, මුහුදේ action දානවා වගේම ළමයි skateboard එකෙත් action දානවා. There are places in the parks, right? ඔයගොල්ලෝ ෆිල්ම්ස් වල දැකලා ඇති පාක් වල තැන් හදලා තියෙනවා like this kind of, so they can show beautiful things. Right. Who can? Satini, can you?
Okay, teacher.
Yeah, thank you.
Pole vaulting is a challenging sport in this track and field event. The sportsman uses a long, flexible pole as an aid to jump over a bar. Pole jumping competitions were known to the ancient Greeks, Cretans, and Celts. The sportsman should have a speed of a sprinter and the flexibility of a gymnast and the vertical jump of a jumper. This needs courage to jump up in the free air with a pole. The sportsman need not only to jump a considerable height but also to land correctly. This has been a full medal event at the Olympic Games since 1896 for men and since 2000 for women.
Right. It's already 9 o'clock, but I will continue because I can give you homework activity 1, 2, 3, right? If you have any other classes or whatever issues, you can just leave, say goodbye, right? So pole vaulting, pole can return, right? Pole vaulting riti පැනීම. Pole vaulting is a challenging sport, riti පැනීම. In this track and field event, we say in Sinhala ජවන හා පිටිය. Field එක කියන්නේ පිටිය, track එක කියන්නේ පථය, right? In this track and field event, the sportsman use a long, flexible, නම්‍යශීලී pole, ritak, as an aid. Aid එක කියන්නේ උදව්වක් විදියට. මේ රිටේ ආධාරයෙන් තමයි jump එක දාන්නේ. To jump over a bar. Bar එකෙන් පනින්න. Pole jumping competitions were known to the ancient Greeks, Cretans, and Celts. These three are ancient civilizations, right? I think you have heard about the Greeks. So Greeks la, Cretans la, Celts la මේ කියන civilization තුනේම අය pole vaulting sport එක කරලා තියෙනවා. So that means it is a very old sport. The sportsman should have, this is important, this is very important. Sportsman ට තියෙන්න ඕනේ. A speed of a sprinter. You have the word here, වචන තියෙනවා dictation වල. Sprinter means කෙටි දුර ධාවකයා. කෙටි දුර ධාවකයෙක්ගේ speed එක තියෙන්න ඕනේ. Flexibility of a gymnast. Gymnastic ක්‍රීඩකයෙක්ගේ වගේ flexibility එක නම්‍යශීලීත්වය තියෙන්න ඕනේ. And the vertical jump of a jumper. උස දුර පනින කෙනෙක්, jumper කෙනෙක් වගේ vertical jump එක. Vertical means තිරස්, right? තිරස් පිම්ම. එකවර ෂණික පිම්මක් තියෙන්න ඕනේ jumper කෙනෙක්ගේ වගේ. So there are 3 qualities. The sprinter කෙනෙක්ගේ speed එක, gymnast කෙනෙක්ගේ flexibility එක, and jumper කෙනෙක්ගේ vertical jump එක, right? මේ sport එක කරන්න එකම action එකකින් යන්න බෑ. So this needs courage, ධෛර්යය තියෙන්න ඕනේ to jump up in the free air with the pole. දුවගෙන ආවිලා රිට ගහලා jump කරන්නවට courage එක තියෙනවා. Free air, නිදහස් ගුවනේ. The sportsmen need not only to jump a considerable height. කොච්චර උසක් සැලකිය යුතු උසක් considerable height කොච්චර උස පැන්නද කියලා බලනවා. But also to land correctly. ඔයාගේ landing එක correct වෙන්න ඕන. නිවැරදි විදියට බිමට පතිත වෙලා තියෙන්නත් ඕන. right? ඒක නෝගේ position එකත් බලනවා. This has been a full medal event. සම්පූර්ණ පදක්කමක් දෙන event එකක්. ඒක සම්පූර්ණ ඉසව්වක් වෙලා තියෙනවා. In the Olympic Games since 1896 for men and since 2000 for women. අවුරුදු කීපයකට පස්සේ කාන්තාවන්ටත් pole vaulting Olympics වලට කරන්න පුළුවන්. Right. So that's all. Do we have any practice papers? Excuse me 1 minute. Yes. Right. So for this week homework, you can do practice paper 4. It is a simple paper, not much writing. Fill in the blanks, underline, and there is a small paragraph. Question number 7 you can do, but 8 no. The wireless future, it's a translation. Question, some of you have not taken your tutes, so please come to the class to take your homework paper. I will send your homework to the group so that if you don't have the paper, you will know what is your homework. Practice paper for homework. Question number 8, no. Don't write the essay. Those are translations. Practice paper 3 එකේ translations කීපයක් තියෙනවා. Nature Park essay එක විතරයි මම ඔයාලට ලියන්න කිව්වේ, right? So එතන practice paper 2 එකේ essay ඔයාගේ මේ set එකේ එනවා. Advantages of learning a second language and what we should do and should not do to protect our environment. ඒවා කොයි වෙලාවෙද ලියන්න කියන එක මම one by one slowly කියන්නම්. So for next week you can do practice paper 4. Remember, without question number 8. Without. Right? And activities in the pupils book, activity 1, activity 2, and activity 3. Right? That's all. So do you have any questions about the homework or what other things? Don't tell me that I am giving you a lot of homework. If you have a lot of homework, just very simple thing. Don't watch TV. Maybe sleep half an hour later, or maybe get up half an hour earlier. Right? That's all. If you have a lot of homework, you can sleep maybe half an hour later, or the best thing is you can get up half an hour earlier. If you are getting up these days at 5 o'clock, you just have to get up at 4:30. And television, no, right? We don't need television at all. Right. So that's all. If you are having a lot of homework, if you are having some homework, then of course you can complete your work. No questions? Right. Okay. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you very much for joining the online class. Goodbye, good night.
Good night, teacher. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.